Most expensive films adjusted for inflation. The 5 most expensive films with known official budget figures listed. Due to many studios not disclosing actual production costs, the information provided by professional researchers and film industry writers has been taken into account. Avengers: Age of Ultron, estimated budget $470 million. The 11th superhero film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, adapted from the comic book series of the same name by Marvel Comics, was released in May 2015. The film is directed by Joss Whedon and stars Scarlett Johansson, Andy Serkis, Aaron Taylor Johnson, Chris Evans, Elizabeth Olsen, Chris Hemsworth, and Robert Downey Jr. It was produced by Marvel Studios. It was announced in May 2012. Whedon completed the script draft in April 2013, and filming began with Robert Downey Jr. signing the contract. The film was primarily shot at Shepperton Studios in Surrey, while additional scenes were filmed in various locations in Italy, South Korea, and England. Avengers: Age of Ultron is a superhero film set in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The film begins with Tony Stark, Iron Man, creating an artificial intelligence named Ultron. Ultron emerges as a threat to humanity and attempts to destroy the Avengers team. As the Avengers come together to stop Ultron's plans, they also meet new characters, Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver. The film focuses on the relationships among team members, the challenges they face, and their struggle to defeat Ultron. Ultimately, the Avengers must work together to save the world. The Avengers team gathers at Stark Tower for a contest to lift Thor's Mjolnir, the hammer of the God of Thunder. This scene showcases the dynamics between the characters and their friendship, while also providing the audience with an entertaining moment. Everyone takes turns trying to lift Mjolnir, but only Thor succeeds. This scene humorously reflects the characters' powers and their relationships with one another, while also highlighting Thor's strength. This moment contributes to the overall tone of the film and shows the hero's human sides to the audience.
You're all not worthy.
If you haven't watched the movie, you should watch it without wasting any time. Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker, $500 million, is a 2019 American epic space opera film produced, co-written, and directed by Jeffrey Jacob Abrams. The film's release date is December 20th, 2019. It is the 5th film in the Star Wars series to surpass the $1 billion box office milestone. Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker was filmed in various locations. Here are some important filming sites. Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker was filmed in various locations. Here are some important filming sites. A large part of the film was shot at Pinewood Studios and in the surrounding areas. Additionally, outdoor scenes were filmed in various locations across England. Some desert scenes were filmed in the Wadi Rum Desert in Jordan. This region is often used to represent alien worlds. These locations contribute to the film's visual aesthetic, reflecting the richness and diversity of the Star Wars universe. Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker is the final installment of the Skywalker saga. The film begins with Rey continuing her training as a Jedi and the return of Emperor Palpatine. Palpatine is plotting to revive the power of the Sith and take over the galaxy. Rey, Finn, Poe, and other members of the Resistance come together to stop Palpatine's plans and save the galaxy. The film focuses on Rey's journey of self-discovery, her conflict with Kylo Ren, and the Resistance's final struggle. Ultimately, Rey confronts her past and fights a great battle to uphold the legacy of the Jedi. While exploring themes of friendship, sacrifice, and hope, the film concludes the story of the Skywalker family. This is the moment when Rey confronts Palpatine, and the spirits of the Jedi support her. This scene marks a turning point where Rey discovers her inner strength and is inspired by the past Jedi. When Rey encounters Palpatine, she struggles to stand against his dark power. During this time, the voices of Obi-Wan Kenobi, Yoda, and other Jedi can be heard, which gives Rey courage and strength. This scene presents a moment that is both emotionally and visually striking, showcasing how Rey inherits the Jedi legacy. At the same time, this moment emphasizes one of the main themes of the film, unity, and solidarity. Ray's determination and the support from the past convey an inspiring message to the audience. The Resistance forces unite with support from all corners of the galaxy against Palpatine's army. This scene includes moments where many characters come together and fight side by side. I am waiting for the viewers' comments about the film. We are moving on to the next production. Pirates of the Caribbean, On Stranger Tides, 520 millions.
There should be a captain in there somewhere.
This is the fourth film in the Pirates of the Caribbean series. The film's theatrical release is set for May 19, 2011. It was filmed on the island of Oahu in Hawaii. Filming began in the summer of 2010. 6 actors from the cast, Johnny Depp, Jeffrey Rush, Kevin McNally, Greg Ellis, Keith Richards, Damien O'Hare returned for the new film, while Orlando Bloom and Keira Knightley did not appear. Author Tim Power's novel On Stranger Tides was acquired for adaptation, and filming commenced. This is the fourth film in which Jack Sparrow Johnny Depp embarks on an adventure to find the lost devil. Jack encounters his former lover, Angelica Penelope Cruz, and learns that she is also in search of the lost devil. Angelica forces Jack to work with Blackbeard Ian McShane, who has set out with the Spanish Navy to find the legendary underwater source of the lost devil. The film revolves around Jack's complicated relationship with Angelica and his efforts to thwart Blackbeard's dark plans. The adventure is filled with various dangers, naval battles, and mystical elements. Ultimately, as Jack and his crew struggle to find the lost devil, themes of friendship, betrayal, and freedom are explored. While maintaining the series' usual humorous and action-packed atmosphere, the film is enriched with new characters. Jack Sparrow's adventure in the mystical underwater spring to find the lost devil. This scene features Jack and his crew's struggle for survival in an environment filled with underwater dangers. Notably, the moments when Jack encounters underwater creatures and tries to escape various traps are particularly striking. This scene is both visually impressive and filled with tension. Additionally, Jack's humorous demeanor and quick thinking make this scene even more unforgettable. This moment highlights the mystical elements in the film and the complexity of Jack Sparrow's character, offering viewers an exciting experience. At the same time, it symbolizes Jack's quest for freedom and his passion for adventure. The conflict that Jack Sparrow experiences with Angelica aboard Blackbeard's ship, the Queen Anne's Revenge. This scene explores both the action-packed elements and the dynamics between the characters in depth. If you haven't watched the movie, you should watch it without wasting any time. Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom, 530 million. A science fiction adventure film directed by Juan Antonio Bayona. This film is a sequel to the 2015 release Jurassic World and is the 5th film in the Jurassic Park series. The screenplay was written by Colin Trevorrow and Derek Connolly. Trevorrow and Steven Spielberg serve as executive producers. The film was released in the UK on June 7, 2018, with a wider release on June 22, 2018. The film begins with the impending volcanic eruption on Isla Nublar. This situation threatens the lives of the dinosaurs living on the island. Claire Dearing, Bryce Dallas Howard, and Owen Grady, Chris Pratt, decide to join a rescue mission to save the dinosaurs. They are accompanied by a group of scientists and a wealthy businessman named Benjamin Lockwood James Cromwell. Lockwood devises a plan to save the dinosaurs, which involves relocating them to another place. However, during the rescue mission, Claire and Owen discover that Lockwood's true intentions are much darker. Lockwood's business partner, Eli Mills Rafe Spall, plans to use the dinosaurs to sell them and make a profit. This situation evolves into a conflict that questions not only the dinosaurs' struggle for survival, but also humanity's responsibility towards them. While the film focuses on the rescue of the dinosaurs and the consequences of human greed, it is filled with action-packed scenes and tense moments. In the end, The dinosaurs are rescued, but this leads to a conclusion that questions humanity's relationship with dinosaurs and the dangers that lie ahead. The film addresses not only the dinosaurs' fight for survival, but also the darker aspects of human nature. One of the most striking scenes in the film is the moment when the volcanic eruption begins and the dinosaurs try to escape from Isla Nublar. This scene is both filled with tension and carries an emotional intensity.
Holy!
The scene begins as Claire and Owen return to the island to rescue the dinosaurs. With the eruption of the volcano, chaos reigns on the island. While the dinosaurs struggle to survive under the threat of lava and the erupting volcano, Claire and Owen attempt to get a group of dinosaurs to safety. As a result, this scene highlights one of the main themes of the film: the struggle for survival of the dinosaurs and the role of humans in that struggle, providing the audience with an unforgettable experience. I am waiting for the viewers' comments about the film. We are moving on to the next production. Star Wars: The Force Awakens, 600 Millions. Star Wars is an epic sci-fi space opera film from the Star Wars series that premiered in the United States on December 18, 2015. Set approximately 30 years after Star Wars, Episode 6, Return of the Jedi, the plot follows Stormtrooper Finn, who escapes from the First Order, as he teams up with Rey, Han Solo, Leia Organa, and the Resistance to confront Kylo Ren, a descendant of the Galactic Empire, while searching for Luke Skywalker and battling the First Order. The film was produced by Lucasfilm and Bad Robot, distributed by Walt Disney Studios, directed by Jeffrey Jacob Abrams, and written by Michael Arndt, Lawrence Kasdan, and Jeffrey Jacob Abrams, with music composed by John Williams. The main cast includes Harrison Ford, Mark Hamill, Carrie Fisher, Adam Driver, Daisy Ridley, John Boyega, Oscar Isaac, Lupita Nyong'o, Andy Serkis, Domhnall Gleeson, Anthony Daniels, Peter Mayhew, and Max von Sydow. In its first 10 days of release, it grossed over $1 billion worldwide, breaking numerous box office records. The film received 5 Academy Award nominations and 4 BAFTA Award nominations, and as of February 7, 2016, it has grossed over $2 billion globally. It is currently the highest-grossing film in the Star Wars series. The film revolves around the struggle against the dark forces of the galaxy, featuring new characters alongside old heroes. The story begins with a young woman named Rey, Daisy Ridley, who lives on a desert planet called Jakku. Rey knows little about her past and survives by scavenging for scrap parts. One day, a droid named BB-8 brings her a secret map. This map shows the location of the lost Jedi Master Luke Skywalker. Meanwhile, a new power called the First Order has emerged from the remnants of the Galactic Empire and is trying to find the last of the Jedi, Luke Skywalker, to take control of the galaxy. Kylo Ren, Adam Driver, is a member of this dark force and is pursuing Rey as a powerful Sith. Rey meets Finn, John Boyega, a former stormtrooper, and together they try to escape to protect BB-8 from the First Order. They are joined by Han Solo, Harrison Ford, and Chewbacca, Peter Mayhew. The film tells the story of Rey discovering her own power, confronting her past, and becoming part of the resistance that fights for the future of the galaxy. In conclusion, The Force Awakens presents a story where new generation characters are introduced, old heroes return, and the conflict between the dark and light forces of the Star Wars universe begins anew. The film combines nostalgic elements while also creating a sense of new adventure and exploration. One of the most striking scenes in Star Wars: The Force Awakens is the moment when Rey discovers the Force and confronts Kylo Ren. This scene holds great significance for both character development and the tension in the film. The scene begins with Rey encountering Kylo Ren at Starkiller Base, the First Order's headquarters. Kylo does everything he can to capture Rey and draw her to the dark side. However, Rey begins to sense the power within her, marking a turning point for her. As Kylo Ren tries to manipulate Rey by exploiting her weaknesses, Rey discovers her own inner strength. During this process, Rey's ability to read Kylo's thoughts emerges in her mind. This moment is a critical scene for Rey in understanding her Jedi potential and finding her own identity. Don't forget to like and follow for more videos like this.